Niels Bohr was a very famous scientist from Denmark. He was born on October 7, 1885, in the city of Copenhagen. From a young age, Bohr was interested in science and learning how the world works. He grew up in a family that valued education, and his father was a professor of physiology. Niels Bohr followed his father's example and decided to study science in university. When Bohr was in school, he was very good at math and physics. He went to the University of Copenhagen, where he studied physics. After finishing his studies, he went to England to learn more. He worked with another famous scientist, J.J. Thomson, at the University of Cambridge. After some time, Bohr returned to Denmark and started to do his own research. In 1913, Bohr made a big discovery. He developed a new idea about the atom. Before his work, people thought that atoms were like tiny balls that could not be divided. But Bohr said that atoms have a center, called the nucleus, and around the nucleus, there are smaller parts, called electrons. These electrons move in specific orbits around the nucleus. This idea was very important because it helped scientists understand more about how atoms work. Bohr's idea about the atom became known as the Bohr model. This model was very different from earlier ideas about atoms, and it helped scientists understand more about chemistry and physics. The Bohr model was important because it explained how atoms could give off light, and this led to new discoveries about energy and matter. Many scientists were impressed with Bohr's work, and he became famous in the world of science. In 1922, Bohr won the Nobel Prize in Physics for his work on the structure of the atom. This was a big honor and showed how important his ideas were. Bohr's work on atoms opened the door to many other discoveries in science. His model of the atom helped scientists understand things like how atoms bond together to make molecules. It also helped scientists understand why atoms behave the way they do. During his career, Bohr worked with many other famous scientists. One of his most important collaborators was Werner Heisenberg, a German scientist. Together, Bohr and Heisenberg helped develop a new theory called quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is a theory that explains how very small particles, like electrons, behave in strange ways. This theory changed how scientists think about the world, and it is still used in science today. In the 1920s and 1930s, Bohr traveled around the world to talk about his ideas. He gave lectures in many countries, and he helped create the Institute for Theoretical Physics in Copenhagen. This institute became a very important place for scientists to work together and share ideas. Many great scientists visited Bohr's institute, and it became a center for learning about physics. Bohr's work also helped scientists understand the mysteries of the very small world of atoms and particles. His ideas showed that the universe works in ways that are very different from what people can see in everyday life. For example, in the small world of atoms, things can be in more than one place at the same time. This was a very strange idea, but it helped explain many things that could not be understood before. In addition to his work on atoms, Bohr also thought a lot about the importance of science and knowledge. He believed that science should be used to help people and improve the world. Bohr was not only interested in physics, but also in how people could work together to solve problems. He was a teacher and a leader in the scientific community, and he always tried to encourage young scientists to think in new and creative ways. During World War II, Bohr was in a difficult position. He knew that the work on atomic energy could be used to create powerful bombs. At first, Bohr was very worried about this. He thought that scientists should be careful with this kind of knowledge, because it could be dangerous. Bohr was also concerned about the future of the world, and how the power of atomic energy could change the way countries fight wars. In 1943, when the Nazi army occupied Denmark, Bohr had to leave the country. He fled to Sweden and then to the United States. There, he worked with other scientists on the development of the atomic bomb. However, Bohr still believed that the use of atomic energy should be controlled and used carefully. He later tried to convince leaders in the United States and other countries to work together and control the use of atomic weapons. After the war, Bohr continued to work for peace and cooperation between countries. He believed that science could help people work together, and he worked to create a world where science was used for the good of everyone. Bohr was a strong advocate for international cooperation in science. He knew that the world's problems could not be solved by one country alone, and he wanted scientists from all over the world to share their ideas and work together. Niels Bohr passed away on November 18, 1962, at the age of 77. He was remembered as one of the most important scientists in history. His work on the atom and quantum mechanics changed the way people think about the world, and his ideas continue to influence science today. Many people believe that Bohr's contributions to physics were among the greatest ever made. Even after his death, Bohr's legacy continues to inspire new generations of scientists. His work helped build the foundation for many discoveries that followed. Today, scientists still use the Bohr model to understand atoms, and his ideas about quantum mechanics are still an important part of physics. Bohr's life shows how important it is to ask questions, to be curious, and to keep looking for answers. His discoveries opened up a whole new world of knowledge, and they changed the way we understand the universe. Bohr's story is an example of how science can change the world. By asking big questions and looking for new answers, Niels Bohr helped humanity understand the tiny building blocks of matter and opened up new possibilities for the future. His work continues to inspire scientists and learners everywhere to keep asking questions and seeking the truth.